All right, up, and away. Good evening, everybody. How are you? Big old happy hump day. And, good evening. What's going on? How is everybody? How are you? Happy time zones. I hope everybody is doing excellent. DC, good evening to you, my guy. What's shaking? How are you? Yes, another, man, oh man, another, let's call it tumultuous day in the life that is Youngblood, man. A gnarly case of conjunctivitis. And, I mean, like, all things considered, today was picture day at school, too, so I guess, thankfully, it happened after nap time. Like, he woke up from nap, and it was, like, gunk galore, so, picture day went well. Post-nap, not so well, evidently, so. And then that was also coming off the heels of, we got a message from school that he was being a super butthead. Just, you know, being a 5-year-old, sure, but also just being a stellar butthead. Unfortunately, but. Hey, Jeff, how are you, my guy? Philly! Sup, bro, chacho? Man, now I need preseason to get here stat, bro. Good to hear, man. Let's go fly around in our flying car. Split the uprights. Bingo. So yeah, tonight, fingers crossed, we'll finish Binding Coil, and then we will be on to Stormblood. Because I think Phil said last night, we have 4 quests left until we're into Stormblood. You'll be closer post daybreak, yeah. We're almost there, guy. We're gonna be there. 64 days out, 63 days out. I can't even remember my own countdown. I'll be honest with you. Somebody was like, I think you're starting this a bit early. Like, you think you're gonna be able to come up with 100 and change? And I was like, boy, am I. Yeah, we're 65 days out. Yeah, 65 days out. We're good to go. Like, and look, I definitely puffed my chest out a bit. I was like, I got this. Won't we around for an hour or so if you want to just fill stream on MSQ after? Yeah, perfect. Sure shall. Absolutely. Get out of the car, my guy. 14 stream, dude. We're back into 14. We're back into 14. Unfortunately, Berseria bit the dust. Also, can I just say, like, game that we're playing aside, the new feed feature that Twitch just has been slowly rolling out for mobile, nice. It's a real nice touch. It's really, really good, man. And it's not like, I don't know, I guess maybe I thought it would just be like, I don't know, like the biggest numbers first, you know what I mean? Like, here's the biggest, biggest streamers. No, but it's like, it's a mixed match of, everything that I guess you're normally into. So, a nice little addition to mobile. Yeah, Youngblood's doing good, man. So, when Mrs. Neo picked him up, obviously that picture I sent you guys in Discord, that big glob in his left eye and then the small glob, she was like, it didn't look like super bad. She goes, but once we got to the doctor, I didn't like, she had sent me a second picture that I evidently didn't get, but it was nasty. Like, they were sitting in urgent care, like, waiting to be seen, and it was, like, bad. It was gnarly. Like, super yucky, chunky, nasty, blah. So, I mean, he's good. He's got another thing of eye drops that we have to do 3 times a day. I go, how are we going to manage doing eye drops 3 times a day when he's in school? But, we'll just do what we can do. I guess that's about it. But he's doing good. He, it's kind of funny because he knows that when he's been not good at school, that when he comes home, it's like, once I get home, I'm not like barbaric father, but he knows, and he's already had a talk with mom, and mom tells him that he's gonna have a talk with me, and it's like he knows, like he gets it, he understands. It's just that in between where it's like, buddy, it's like you can't You can't be a snot like this in school, man. You can't be mean to your friends. You can't be rude to your teachers. You can't be disrespectful. Like, just trying to continue to encourage him, like, right from wrong. You know what I mean? So, hang on. But he's, yeah, man. Thankfully, he's doing good. He's gonna get a big old close-up of my noggin. Oh, no, because you know what it was? It was the entree. Oh, hi. But yeah, he's good. He'll be home from school for tomorrow. He's got to be on medication on his eye drops for 24 hours, and then he'll go back on Friday. So, him and Mrs. Neal will be home tomorrow, but I feel bad for Mrs. Neal because he gets no TV and no video games because he was a brat at school. So, that's gonna be something she's gonna have to try and navigate, which I do not envy. The triumphant hero doth return. Thine eyes speak of the dread task's completion. The second coil now lieth dormant. Yet I sense that tidings thou bearest are not altogether glad. Pray tell me, what ill hath cast the shadow which fallen now across thy brow? Yes, I didn't read much Shakespeare back in the day. Yo, what's happening, Alex? How are you, buddy? What's going on?
Well, you see, what happened was...
An old foe and an old friend. So 'twas but the ethereal shadow of Master Louis swore that Lady Alice beheld, an unnatural conjuration in thrall to the elder primal. That the fiend should deign to choose him of all men. Even in full knowledge of the shade's true nature, I would be hard-pressed to weather such a confrontation. Yet what agonies must the young mistress have endured? Such torment did she ne'er deserve. Mayhap 'twere better if Lady Alice did absent herself from future forays unto the coils. I have come too far to surrender to grief, Urianger. Time to watch some tasteful but sappy romantic comedies that he finds dreadful. Dude, she'll, no, cause no TV. Like, no TV, no video games, none of that jazz, dude. We're those parents. Gotta, you know, unfortunately hit them where it hurts. Take away video games. And Power Rangers. My lady. I am resolved to defeat these fiends, and naught shall sway me from my path. Now let us peer more deeply into the well of our discoveries. Yeah, but TV he hates is worse than no TV? Bro, he'll watch whatever. He always does this thing too. He'll be like, Dada, can I tell you something? Yeah, of course. And be like, I need to tell you a secret. They'll be like, all right. And then he'll come up and be like, can we go downstairs and play video games? And I'm like, no, we can't. He's like, good secret though, good try. As you wish, my lady. By your leave, I would speak first of the coil's late guardian, Nael Van Darnis. Van Darnis was a legatus of the Gallian Empire who strove to bring about Eorzea's final destruction, only to fall even as the sixth sun did set. If thou hast heard tales of the White Raven, then it is he of whom they speak. Aye, he, I say, for Nael was for a certainty no maid. The noble house of Van Darnis, as well discovered all too late, had long safeguarded the wisdom of ancient Alag. 'Twas thus that the legatus came to learn the true nature of Dalamud, and to seek to employ the Red Moon, a weapon against Eorzea. But the Crystal Tower, and the mechanisms required to command the satellite, wait, they got satellites? Imagine that. Yet lay hidden beneath the ground, compelling Nael to construct a far less subtle mechanism. And in his first faltering attempts to communicate with Dalamud, he did likely rouse the satellite's slumbering prisoner. Thenceforth did the White Raven's soul belong to Bahamut. He was fortunate indeed to acquire so powerful a thrall by chance. 'Tis little wonder he was so loath to part with him. Why let a simple thing like death deprive one of so useful a pawn? Though we may accuse him of bungling Vandanis' resurrection, I dare say Bahamut was as content to have a handmaiden as a servant. Satellites just anything orbit to Earth, so the moon and Dalaman was. Oh, okay, cool. in context, makes sense. I only hope that the two thralls we encountered were the extent of his flock. Yet I cannot help but dwell on Nael's words, those beloved children of whom he spoke. Yeah, like, is it just me, like, because this is older content, like, the lighting is good? It's not as, like, super contrast on the faces like we got in Heavensward? Maybe it's just my eyes playing tricks on me. I assumed at first that he referred to the moon's beastly guardians, but should Bahamut have enslaved other mortals, we must needs remove this source of worship. Otherwise, our efforts to disable the coil shall be for naught. Forgive me mine indelicacy, my lady. Thou art wise indeed to speak of expunging the Primal's thralls, but canst thou truly pursue a course which would cost thee thine own grandsire? My heart and mind are as one on this matter. Grandfather's salvation can be won, but not blah, 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 blah. Salvation can be won but by a single method, the destruction of Bahamut, in aught that might serve to sustain him. Vance, while Urianger and I endeavor to ascertain the existence of any further thralls, I suggest you grant yourself a moment's respite. Rest assured that I will contact you the moment I have need of your inimitable talents. That we have achieved so much I owe to you. I fear, however, that our trials have barely begun. Though time had dulled the pain of thy passing, I find that I am wounded afresh. Master Louis swore, what good shall come of this unending search for knowledge and truth? Long have I believed the pursuit of such treasures to be the duty of every Sharlayan. Yet when each new revelation serveth only to heap further anguish upon those whom we would fain protect, must we truly reach for more? So, you have found your resolve, dear sister. Will you now find a use for the secret, for the key that only you and I hold? Given our familial prosperity for curiosity, you would do well to remember that the keys may serve to seal doors as well as to unlock them, and Bahamut is a most unwelcome guest, to whom the door should never have been opened. What's the story, Morning Glory? Move achievement. Man is wont to cast light wheresoever secrets lie hid in darkness, though that which he illuminateth seldom bringeth him joy. So it is with such unhappy truths as Bahamut's immense shadow doth conceal. Yet ever onward forgereth Mistress Alasay, undeterred by the burden of the knowledge that weigheth heavy on her heart. 'Tis a perilous path she hath chosen, and a painful one. I prithee, Vance, remain by her side, as her valiant blade, that she might see her quest to its conclusion. Bro, I got fucking word garbled tonight already. Vance, it is well that you are here. My lady, how might I serve you this day? I have met with some difficulty in my mission, Urianger, and I should be grateful for your counsel. As you know, Bahamut's physical form is regenerating beneath the Cartano Flats even as we speak. If we are to prevent his return, we must needs disable the 2 remaining intermittent hulks that sustain him. Internment hulks. Every moment our mission is delayed, the realm is pushed closer to the brink of destruction. Alas, though I have determined the locations of the fragments of Dalamud leading to the hulks, I have been unable to find a way to enter them. And gaining admittance is but the first step in your perilous undertaking. When last thou descended into Bahamut's subterranean fastness, thou didst discover, didst thou not, that dread Primal had bound the shade of Niel Vandanis unto his will. And though thou didst consign the fallen legatus to blessed oblivion, thou mayst recall that the pietous wretch was not alone. Doubt not but that Bahamut's other thrall shall seek to hinder thy passage. You can say his name, Marie-Ange. I have not forgotten that my grandfather is waiting for us. My lady, I would remind you, as I must oft remind myself, that the man whom we both loved and revered is no more. What remaineth is but a shade which defileth his memory. The vile verbiage that spilleth from his lips must not be heeded, for it cometh not from your grandsire, but from Bahamut himself. You need not worry, Marie-Ange. Come that it may, I will not stray from the course. I will not let grandfather's sacrifice be in vain. But mere words will not take us whither we must go. As I said, I have been unable to find a way to enter the fragments of Dalamud. My lady, might I suggest that you visit the fragments again in Vance's company? Full oft hath the warrior of light set events in motion by virtue of his presence alone. 'Tis possible that he may do so again. I, the while, shall search for answers of mine own. By our efforts combined, I am Captain Planet. Full sure am I that the path shall be revealed to us ere long. Were it anyone else, I should question the wisdom of such advice, yet I cannot deny that what you say about Vance is true. Very well, I shall do as you suggest. Assuming you have no objections, of course. Good. Now we seek entry to 2 fragments of Dalamud. One lies in the Burning Wall in eastern Thanalan, and the other at the Singing Shards in Mordona. I left an assistant at each location with instructions to continue searching for a means of ingress. It is not impossible that they could since have found something useful for us. Let us begin by visiting my man at the Burning Wall. Dex, I think it was. All right. So yeah, now while we wait, we'll boogie down on MSQs. Right? Is that what we're at? No, I know that's the... Oh, okay, right there. Fragments of Truth. Fragments of Truth. Oh, duh. Back to Gridania. That is a very bright weapon. Like, very bright. Let's get to conjuring, shall we? Welcome, Warrior of Light. This way, if you please. Low-key, I am kind of worried that me or Mrs. Neo ends up getting conjunctivitis from my guy. Golly. Knock on wood. I don't know if I've ever had it. I don't think I have, and I don't want to start now. But my eyes bugging me the other night instantly just put worry in my belly. I was like, no.
Dear friends, pray accept my heartfelt thanks for your efforts in defense of Gridania's borders. I would fain dwell longer on my gratitude for the support of the Alliance, but the situation at Belsar's Wall demands that we forego such pleasantries.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
According to our most recent intelligence, the cocoon of light that formed in the air above the wall remains undimmed and unbroken. After measuring the cocoon's etheric concentrations, Archon Y'shtola has confirmed the presence of a primal entity.
So we must assume that Ilbert's thrice damned god is indeed trapped within. And what news of the Imperials? They're not like to ignore such a spectacle.
Sir, a Garlean airship was observed making an approach, but the vessel was destroyed when it drew near. The Empire appears to have made no subsequent attempts to reach the object.
The soldiers who witnessed the incident spoke of a lance of light issuing from within the cocoon, of an entire warship being reduced to smoking ruin in the space of a moment. Veterans of Cartano, meanwhile, likened the destruction to that wrought by the fiery wrath of Bahamut.
We could face another calamity.
So the Primal is awake then? Contained, yes, but for how long? We must destroy it now, lest it break free.
Agreed. There is, however, the small matter of how to get close enough to a being that swats warships from the sky as you would a bothersome gnat.
Is this truly so complex a
Oh,
puzzle?
there he is!
Or have you no stomach for the obvious solution?
Nero, my guy.
What in the hells are you doing here?
A pleasure to see you too, Garland. Now, if you'd be so kind as to explain to these good people why you should be begging me for my assistance, that would be most appreciated.
Who is this man?
I was gonna say that mage behind him was sitting there.
Terrifically rude of me. Nero Tolskeva, former tribunus of the 14th Legion of the Garlean Empire. These days, however, one might say that I'm something of a free agent.
What do you want, Nero?
I was getting to that. Although you already know what I'm about to propose, old friend. As you have rather belatedly realized, within that frail binding lurks an entity alike in strength to the great Bahamut, and the only force in existence which might conceivably contend with such a foe is the very creation which captured the Elder Primal in the first place. I speak, of course, of Omega.
So is Omega the cocoon that's
Omega?
over?
That Hulk has been gathering dust beneath the plains of Cartanal since the Allagans breathed their last. And none alive knows how to wake it.
I'm sorry? Do you understand who it is with whom you have the privilege of speaking? I'm
Frosty,
Nero
what's good, bro?
Tolskeva,
How are you?
Master Engineer. The mechanical genius who restored the Ultima weapon to full operational capacity. And as luck would have it, I am graciously offering you the use of my considerable expertise.
And what, you just expect us to accept? You're a fool if you think your deeds at the Crystal Tower are enough to win my trust, Nero.
Trust? You wound me, Garland. All those years, studying side by side at the Academy, sharing both trial and triumph, we were countrymen once, you and I.
Omega's a robot buried off in the PvP wasteland. Like, I remember, like, bits and pieces of doing Omega back in the day. But, just so I'm clear, did Omega help to initially contain or, like, take down Bahamut? Like, am I gathering that correctly, at least?
But sentiment aside, have you a better solution? Or do you mean to send in your vaunted hero there, as you always do, and pray the world is not engulfed in flame? Let us approach the problem in a rational manner. Does not the fact that Omega slumbers in stasis point to the existence of some overriding technology? A means of control?
I would ask a question, if I may. Nero, was it not? In the event that we succeeded in using Omega to shackle the Primal in the manner you propose, what then would become of it? Do we not risk repeating the mistakes of the Allagans?
Omega is but a tool. How we choose to employ that tool is entirely up to us. Of course, if you would rather leave it buried beneath Cartano while you continue your petty squabbles above, then I suppose that is also your choice.
Spare us, Nero. The Seedseer's concern is a valid one. He who controls Omega wields the power of the gods, the very power which led the Allagans to destroy themselves.
And does it not fall to we engineers to prevent such misuse? What was your company's proud slogan? Freedom through technology?
A creed you follow, is it? What say you? Do we take this villain at his word?
Also, I don't know if you recognize, but the spell Daddy Limo cast to contain Ibrid's Primal was a smaller version of the one Louis Swa cast in the cinema. So after seeing like the spikes and stuff come out of it, whatever, you know, that's Dalamid. I did kind of put that together, thankfully. Lolorito did his whole new grab an Ulda because he wanted to go dig it up. Scratch that last bit. Teleji was the one who wanted it. Oh, okay. See, now that's some good context to have. Was an Allagan war machine used to capture him back in the day and shove him into Dalamid in the first place? Dude, how does Bahamut keep getting out? Is Bahamut like the equivalent of the Joker in Batman? He just finds a way to continue getting out of jail? Or Batman's just asleep at the wheel and is like, all right, I'm going to let you out because I think that you can change. Oh. And laid back down. It's like, nah, but I got my eyes on him.
As will I. I don't like it, but then it doesn't look like we have much choice. Would the Council be willing to entrust this matter to a pair of former Imperials?
Okay, so he's only gotten out the one
Yes.
time.
The task of restoring the Allagan relic will be yours. But the responsibility for its reawakening must remain with the Council. Do we condone this course of action?
Aye. 'Twould seem we do. Let the record show that we invest this contingent with the authority to enter Carteneau and take command of Omega. Cid, I appoint you leader of the expedition. Scions, I would ask that you assign some few of your number to escort Master Garland and supervise the other one.
The other one. He's like, bro, how can you not trust me? Well, I don't know.
We should be happy to oblige. The politics of Carteneau being what they are, I dare say our neutrality will prove useful in avoiding any unnecessary entanglements.
If I am not mistaken, Doma occupies a similarly neutral position. Might we not persuade you to join the expedition, Lady Yugiri? If you suspected any foul play from Nero, you would be welcome to kill him.
Just like that, off with his head.
My blade is yours.
Not a moment's hesitation, eh? You'll forgive me if I do not shake your hand.
He's like, come on, Cid, old friend. Where's your sense of excitement? Well, that was rather a rather unexpected development, in one which raises a number of questions, not least among them how Nero chanced to learn of the council meeting in the first place. Mystery box? The mystery box could be anything. It could even be a boat. Cid and the others are assembling at the airship landing. Alice is already on her way, and it would not do to lag too far behind. Let us be off. Is that over by the Lancers Guild? No. Some odd reason no, but that's the ferry. Oh, I didn't even realize it was one of the options. Yeah, we're just gonna take the Shoelace Express. Vance, Alphino, ready to go? The others have stepped out onto the landing for a moment, lest you wander. Nero insisted that he be allowed to inspect the Excelsior before boarding. And you let him? Despite his very timely offer of assistance, the thought of that man poking about in the workings of the ship without proper supervision does not fill me with confidence. Calm yourself, Alphino. Your sister was adamant that he would never leave her sight. She and Yugiri are, here they are now. Here they are. Right, I think that's everyone. Shall I set course for Carteneau? Might I ask that we delay our departure slightly? I require no more than a few hours at most. Our colleagues are studying the cocoon even as we speak, and I would hear their latest observations ere we proceed. It would seem wise to gain as clear an understanding of the situation as possible before formulating our plan. Oh, I thought time was against us. How foolish of me. Hold your tongue. When we want your opinion, we'll ask for it. Forgive me, my lady. I shall keep my counsel until such time as you have finished procrastinating. All right. While Alphino speaks with his colleagues, I shall fly the Excelsior over to Mordona, and we can reconvene at the Rising Stones. Mine apologies for the trouble. I shall visit Y'shtola and the others forthwith, and join you as soon as I am able. Vance, pray accompany Alice back to the Rising Stones. I should feel safer knowing that you are present to entertain our guest. Right. Everyone heading to Mordona is welcome to travel aboard the Excelsior. I'll clear things with the girl at the counter here. Let her know when you're ready to leave. I think Nero would look pretty good with just a full, like a big Fu Manchu. Big Fu Manchu mustache. Not quite a door-to-door service, but I couldn't exactly land her in the toll's main square. That's a pretty sharp-looking outfit. Oh, that's from the store, isn't it? Yeah, it's pretty sharp-looking, though. Not gonna lie. Shall we adjourn to the Rising Stones, then? Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Savage. I heard it is quite savage.
So these are the fabled headquarters of the Scions. I confess I would have expected an order of self-proclaimed warrior scholars to surround themselves with the fruits of man's enlightenment. And yet there's not so much as a single piece of magitech in sight.
Yeah, we've got glasses that we drink from.
It never ceases to amaze me how primitive you Eorzeans truly are.
Oh, I'll have you know that the Rising Stones is home to the very latest in magitech innovation. Wedge calls it the Mark 14 Thermocoil Boilmaster, and it's the finest kettle I've ever had the pleasure to own.
Makes a hell of a cup of tea. Sid's just like, dude, come on.
We are returned. Well, Ida and I, at least. Y'shtola and the others remain behind to continue their assessment of the binding magic.
There didn't seem much point staying just for that, so I decided to come back with Alphino. Papalimo bought us this time. We shouldn't waste it.
By your leave!
There he is!
gods, that voice could fell a gigas.
It's a big boy.
This is the Rising Stones, domicile of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I enter at the invitation of one Lord Urianger. I spy you there, Shadow Walker. You always were a hard one to find.
Yugiri, do you know this man?
Gosetsu, why are you come to Eorzea?
In search of you, Yugiri. For days and nights did I row across the angry sea. I made port in good spirits, only for my own flesh to betray me over the trifling matter of an empty belly. Collapsed in the street like an unfed stray I was, until Lord Urianger came to my aid. Over a most welcome meal, we spoke of the plight of Doma, and I learned of our displaced countrymen's work to resettle this blighted land. 'Twas blind fortune that I was able to locate you so swiftly. But now we must make ready to depart. Our master languishes in dire peril, and Doma calls her daughter home.
It is not so simple, Gosetsu. There are obligations which bind me here.
You refuse? Did you mislay your oath during your flight from our homeland? The laws of hospitality must be honored, but surely the vow to defend your master demands the greater obeisance.
It was our master who bid me guide our people to safe haven by any means necessary. And it was the Scions you see before you who provided us succor and sanctuary when all others refused. Dire peril or no, were I to return without first repaying such hospitality, our master would cut me down at the threshold.
Mayhap that is so.
There is more. A crisis threatens all within this realm, Eorzean and Doman alike, and I go to play my part in its resolution. I will not bring shame upon our liege by abandoning my people or my duty.
How very noble of you. Now, in the name of honor, kinship, and, yes, practicality, might I suggest we get this expedition underway?
Such a
or would you
smart
rather
ass.
debate the finer points of duty and leave Omega to the Empire?
The Empire? Yugiri, you draw steel against the curse of Garlemald? Then why did you not say so?
Let's go, dude. Lands, thank you for the 18, my guy.
Wheresoever they march. Lead on, Shadow Walker, and may the enemy tremble at our coming.
Gosetsu's like, bro, let's go crack skulls. Frosty, no need to apologize, man. Hope you got some good yum-yums in your tum-tum. Stream's going good. How's things on your end? Arcadia, what's good, hombre? Lance, how are you, brother? It's good to see you, man. I hope the week's treating you well. Please check out Lands of Masters for all your Kingdom Hearts and Pokemon needs. Looking for a new job? Got anything in mind? That's like the dance move I do. Yo, it's all good, Lance. Thanks, man. It's just, you know, another thing. Like, look, we've said it before. I hope with all of this sickness and all the BS he's dealt with at such an early age that when he's like 12, he's like friggin' Superman. You know what I mean? So that's, you know, that's my hope. In being in, I mean, because he's been in daycare since he was 3 months old. And, you know, he's missed days here and there, of course, but like, I do value not only like developmentally for him, being in daycare, being in school, but also like helping to really bolster his immune system. Like, as often as he's been sick, I do try to look at the silver lining that it is helping, like, build his immune system up. Hopefully. So, fingers crossed. Yeah, man, hopefully he'll be very Clark Kent-esque, right? You know, just straight up Diesel. Thanks, Frosty. Yeah, he got sent home today. He's got conjunctivitis. Woke up from nap and it was not bueno. Not particulars, just something that pays more. I hear you, man. I mean, at the end of the day, it's what we all need. Moss monies. Moss monies for our jobs, dude. He's a little wiggle worm, though. He hasn't been soundly sleeping as much as I had hoped. Vance, wait! Could I speak to you for a moment? Do you remember when I had you meet me at the Diamond Forge and we ambushed you? Bro, am I getting new gear? Well, once we had your measurements, I set to work making you a traveling outfit in my spare time. I've only just this moment finished the stitching, but I wanted you to have it before you left here. Let's go, Tataru. You can try it on right now if you like. Did tell my boss if she ever crosses you again, I'm walking out. That sounds like a very Lex Luthor kind of move, but hey man, gotta stand up for yourself for sure. I don't remember this, but I am not a fan. I am not a fan. Assuming we measured correctly, the fit should be just right. Snug, but not too snug, if you know what I mean. So, how does it feel? I mean, we can go dancing in this. I mean, maybe use this as a gunbreaker? I don't know. You're not just saying that, are you? Oh, I can't tell how much this means to me. To have crafted something worthy of the Warrior of Light it's, well, let's just say it makes all the practice worthwhile. I also sewed in a blood pearl charm to, you know, bring you home. May it always protect you. I mean, she's a sweetheart. It's an outfit for sure. There's a few Tataru outfits down the line that are much better. I got trust in her. I do have trust. If she was able to put that together, I got trust in her. I got faith. Fly, my pretty. Bro, all these orchestral rolls. Right on. So, we have to wake Omega up, right? When do we start? Ida, are you sure that's... I'm sure, yes. I won't lie and say I'm completely fine, but I'll feel a lot better if I'm doing something useful. Very well. I will remain here and continue coordinating our efforts with the Alliance. Alphino, mayhap you could return to Gridania and assist Y'shtola and Kryl? A fine suggestion. The rest of us will form the Cartano Expedition Party. Nero and I will focus on rousing Omega while Vance, Ida, and our Doman friends take care of security. Dude, that face he makes. Love it. The Excelsior's by the lake just outside of town. We'll leave as soon as everyone is ready. Oh. Dude, dance moves for days. Oh, is that the Bismarck one? I think it is. Certainly is. I mean, I am kind of curious. Like, we're good here. Also not very Dragoon. Not very Dragoon. Not very Dragoon. Very naked, though. However, very bare ass. Wrong way. Sorry. We haven't far to go. With any luck, we'll be in Katano before Gosetsu graces the deck with his dinner. Once there, however, we had best be on our guard, given that Eileen Royale was still active when Omega was discovered. We can be sure that the Empire has long been aware of its existence, and if Nero deemed it the obvious solution to the threat posed by the new Primal, it is not impossible that Garlemald might do the same. Have your weapons ready and your wits about you. Something tells me we're flying into a fight. I mean, I'm ready. Whoa, 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 Katano.
I've enabled the teleporter. One brief jump and we shall arrive in Omega's control room.
How convenient. You've been here before.
Of course. It was no easy task threading a path through all the skirmishes. But how could I ignore the existence of such a fascinating toy? You may trust that my preliminary examination was suitably thorough.
Trust? Aye. I trust your appetite for technology.
I chased down a suspect airship, and who should I find but the traitor, Sid Garland. Searching for something, engineer? Something big? It's close, isn't it?
Yes, it's on my persons.
It's like all my name days have come at once.
They're making a real-life version of Nadia's stuffed is it gonna be like a big Snorlax?
Take care of that brute,
like Stuffy?
God damn it. Can't let Nero tinker around in there by himself. I'm sorry to leave you to it, but I dare say you'll manage without me. This clod has no idea who he's dealing with.
I am Gosetsu, Samurai of Doma. You will rule your
Ultra normal
choice of
size one? That's still
opponent
dope,
this
though.
day.
I'll cop me a teddy bear.
It's all over now. An opening.
Tis my right to strike.
No holding back.
Your defense is lacking.
Look upon a samurai of Doma!
You watching, Pabalimo? No retreat. No surrender.
I have you!
Scheduled stalemate? No! Wouldn't be the first time. Are you still playing with those soldiers? I suppose I can lend you one of my toys, but only if you promise to give it back. Oh, we get is it Magitech armor? Sure is. At this point, yo, it looks dope in red. Behold the Red Baron! Now end this nonsense. At this point, Samurai wasn't in the game yet, so Gosetsu was basically a teaser. Such a bad mamma jamma. What the? No one told me they'd be having Magitech armor. Yeah, forward for the Empire! He's got freckles, they're adorbs. The honorless cur thinks to abandon his men. I shall see that he shares their fate. Pray attend to the rest of his minions. Aye aye.
No holding back. Your defense is lacking.
With soul and steel!
You watching, Pabalimo? No retreat. No surrender.
Look upon a samurai of Doma!
This one'll sting.
Yeah, dude.
Leave this to me.
Tis my right to strike!
It's all over now. An opening.
This is pretty intense though, dude. I don't remember this.
No holding back. Your defense is lacking.
With soul and steel!
You watching, Pabalimo? No retreat. No surrender.
Asking if Papalimos watching kind of hits me in the feels, though, admittedly.
This one'll sting.
Yeah, and stay out! Come on, I'll fight you right now. What's up, Zach? Who, Papalimos? Bro, you can't forget that one of the best Lalas existed, bro. Oh shit. All right, fine. We'll tussle. Your funeral, bro.
'Tis my right to strike!
I won't lie, I was fearful that I was gonna lose some friends in that there fight.
It's all over now.
It was very overwhelming. There's a lot going on and a lot of controls that I'm not used to using. Oh no! Dude, honestly, I thought I could cheese it. I thought he was gonna drop the hammer and I was gonna heal right fast. Game over. Fight complexity really ramps up starting in Stormblood, so I hope you're ready to learn. Sure am. No, we'll still do it on normal. Thank you very much. Shit, bro, we're gonna do that all over again? Shame on me. I thought I was gonna be able to get her done.
This one'll sting.
Your defense is lacking.
Look upon a samurai of Doma!
You watching, Pavalimo?
No retreat. No surrender.
Zach, how are you, man? How was your Wednesday day? You doing some chilling tonight, my man?
It's all over now.
Leave this to me.
Sells with a nice little 34-point win. Oh, dude, so they smothered him, huh? I was kind of hoping that's what was going to happen. Chillin' farming fates in 14? Bro, let's go, man. You up to, you want to run the last two coils? A little bit, huh? Couple of Charlie coils, eh? So be honest with me. Be honest with me. Are you doing Naida after Strikers? And if your answer is no, just lie to my face and say, yes, it is. Please. Just lie to my face. Probably Somnium Files? Dude, super good. Super. I mean, Naida, good. God, you can piss on my leg and tell me it's raining any day of the week, bro. I will accept it. Yeah, Somnium Files is friggin', it's super good, dude.
Look upon a samurai of Doma!
It's all over now.
No retreat. No surrender.
'Tis my right to strike!
You watching, Pavalimo?
Oh, dude, that was a vapor trail. Both right down the middle.
This one'll sting.
Leave this to me.
Hang on. As soon as I try not to screw this up, I'll get back to you guys. I promise. Good old-fashioned focus face coming in hot.
No holding back.
Your defense is lacking.
Look upon a samurai of Doma!
Still have to play Nirvana Initiative. Another great one. I'm very, very hopeful. I don't see why they wouldn't, but I'm super hopeful for another one. I mean, it was another one of those. It was my first, like, visual novel experience, and it set the bar real high. Because obviously I don't think it's like your traditional visual novel. It's way more interactive, but it definitely set the bar real high.
No surrender.
It's my right to strike.
Crash, how are you, bro? Happy Wednesday, bud.
You watching, Pavelino? An opening.
With soul and steel.
This one'll sting.
Boom! Let's go. Dude, I'm wired. Picked up a new laptop on the way home from work. Gonna set it up back on the data. Yo, let's go, man. That's excellent. Would you end up scooping? I have no real info on the laptop world, so please share, please educate. Specs are, specs are same specs as, PC components, obviously just itty bitty living space. $16-inch Razer Blade i9 4070 32 RAM, easy that I can. Yo, perfect, dude.
Disengaged. All systems operational. Garland?
Definitely sounds like a unit, dude. GG's. That'll last you a hot minute. What are you gonna play first on it with max settings?
All clear on this side. It's waking up.
Remarkable. Omega sensors immediately detected the presence of the cocoon, even at this distance. They must have been set to scan for sources of energy exceeding certain magnitudes.
Did they base Omega's design in this off of that spider robot in the very beginning of Final Fantasy VIII?
It seems to have been designed to act wholly autonomously. Once we release Omega, we can be fairly certain it will attempt to capture the Primal at Belsar's Wall. Assuming its mission is successful, our only option at that point will be to re-engage its stasis system and put it back to sleep.
Probably not, but...
And should the machine happen to misbehave, we'll simply initiate an emergency shutdown. I confess we don't yet have a complete grasp of its capabilities, but I'm certain the details will not elude us for long.
Well, I understood less than half of that. So, my question to you is, are we doing the right thing?
Omega was in 5. Oh, okay. Oh, and Omega was in 1 as well? Goof around, benchmark a few things, but I'm mainly a console gamer. Other than my Steam Deck, I wanted it mainly for databasing photo Twitch. Right on. Good call, dude.
What do I think?
Oh, was it like added in the pixel remasters or something?
All right. Step aside, Sid. Is this the thing I need to press?
Yes, that's the one.
It's the Trinity processor, fam. That's what that is.
You gave too much for us to waste this chance, Papalimo. So this is for you. And me.
Yeah. I mean, there's been a ton of versions of 1 through 6, really. DS, 3DS, Pixel Remaster, mobile version, Steam port, like, you name it.
Yes!
All around the mulberry bush.
My pretty.
Isn't it like the
Show us
monkey
what you
chases the
can
weasel or
do.
something? Yeah, Game Boy Advance.
The launch sequence has begun. Omega is loose.
And then Omega's another, what do you call it? Just like Alexander, right? Bro, let's go. And the music is just, mwah! Light him up, man. Holy hell. Badass, dude. Laser, dude. Zoom. Just having like your morning porridge and you look up into the sky like, oh, damn. Bahamut's tail just looks like some like over-ripened bud. Holy shit, man! Dude, I'm just pumped I don't remember this. This is like seeing it for the first time all over again. Seeing Omega, like I remember his design. And then I remember Bahamut because there's something happened with in Stormblood, I think I remember. And they both dipped.
Omega has stopped transmitting. But that shouldn't be. I didn't engage the stasis system.
And what does this signify? I have little understanding of these contrivances.
It's like this old dude I work with. He's just like, I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about.
The launch went exactly to plan, but all signals emanating from Omega have ceased. This may indicate any number of things, but we will need to join the Scions out in the field if we are to ascertain which one.
Right. I've ordered a malfunctioning beast to go to sleep. That should prevent any unfortunate mishaps. I suggest we make our way back to Gridania.
Omega destroyed the cocoon. Papalimo's spell is fading. It was bound to his ether, you see. And if the connection is broken...
Nah, dude, he can't be gone. I don't want him to be gone. He can't be gone. The fact that you don't remember my Mr. Dragon's name really tells me how much you're in for. It's Shin something. Shin Ryuji, Shin something. Not Shin Megami. Shin Ryuji? I don't remember. I remember a part of that fight. Yeah, it's definitely Godzilla. Okay. I'm not sure why we lost contact with Omega, but I mean to find out. Let's be on our way. Kira, I'll just wait it out. It's fine. I'll wait it out. I did say it? Okay, I don't remember which one it was that I said. I was going down the line. It's all good, though. Damn, that's a pretty sharp-looking outfit, too. One moment everything was functioning perfectly, and the next it wasn't. It makes no sense. We need to see what happened for ourselves, and soon. You have PTSD what from that fight? Your outfit is sharp as well. Very point, rim shot. Pss, very pointy. Yeah, dude. Sharp as a tack. Not to be confused with being tacky. And once we officially get to Stormblood, I want to watch the intro. Oh, that particular dragon, okay. Words can ill express how glad I am to see you all unharmed. When Omega came hurtling towards the cocoon, everything dissolved into chaos. Like, the only thing I remember about the Stormblood intro is watching Ida, or whatever her other name is. Unless it's her sister or something, there's a blonde-haired girl clad in red dancing on, like, the cliff tops. Pretty rad, though. I have to see it. I have to see it with my own eyes. Ida, wait! We must first... The Elder Seedseer is expecting us. Worry not, Alphino. Gosetsu and I will will watch over her. You may safely attend your meeting. My thanks, Yugiri. The council reconvened a short while ago. Let us make haste for the Lotus Stand. All there are eager to hear your testimony. Bro, we're about like, and when we get into Stormblood, we're gonna bid adieu to Dragoon for a bit. However, there's a good chance that like I'll continue my Dragoon like job quests. I'll probably end up doing those off stream, truth be told. That sounds like some good old-fashioned weekend fun. Oh, so I'm capped out, so I gotta go spend them, say. Oh wait, no, cause no, now I'll go to Idleshire, right? Yeah. Oh no, cause it's a favorite, so it is half off. Yeah, just toss your books, leveling roulettes at Dragoon and Gunbreaker to keep them current. Yeah. Dark Knight. Yeah, because Dark Knight's gonna be for Shadowbringers. And I'm sorry, I screwed that up. Should beat me up, Scotty. Oh, dude, yeah, and now that I'm here too, I gotta get my book. That's not where I want to go. My bad. As long as Dark Knight hits 70, it'll be fine. I think my Dark Knight's 61. Okay. Yeah, because what? Idleshire gear is the best of the best of the best, sir. So I mean, my Reaper is all set. Yeah, Reaper is fucking gassed to the moon. Yeah, so I'll get my Dark Knight. My poor Paladin. I gotta get Paladin to 60 this weekend too. That's gotta be another gotta. Lancer, Dragoon, Reaper. So what was I gonna do this for? Dark Knight, right? Let me check my Dark Knight first. Sorry, I know I'm getting kind of sidetracked, but I just gotta do it while I have it on my head. Shire. Not Shire. So I need an earring, a neck piece. Earring, neck piece, ring. Earring, neck piece, ring. There we go. Skill, speed, vital. Probably Custodian's Choker. Dexterity, skill, speed, vitality. Vitality's for tank. Skill, speed is for, I would say, like Dragoon and stuff, right? Dark Knight. Skill, speed, strength, determination, vitality. Like this is probably the only spot where I really get kind of goofed up. Actually, we can do this. Watch, ready? Choker of Fending. So we want Fending. Is there a Choker of Fending? I'm down to level this weekend on one of my... Absolutely, DC. Let's do it. And I know we got over-ambitious to watch the third... Because I fell asleep, and then I saw that you were in voice chat, Phil, and then I came downstairs and I turned on my computer and you weren't there, and then I fell back asleep again out on the couch. So, that's what happened there. Right, because I need... earring... I mean, he's DPS. Look for strength pieces. Okay. Direct hit or skill speed? Well, I mean, direct hit and skill speed. Probably direct hit. Yo, Trails, what's up, dude? Oh, but wait, shit, no, because I only need one neck piece, right? I already got, no, that was earring, okay. Give me that. And then I need one ring to rule them all. Custodian. But I can't have two of the same. Right? Hooray! And scene. Dark Knight's at 262, so what am I missing? Oh! Weapon. That I'm unsure of where to... Probably not here, right? Not special arms. I've got special arms. No, none of that jazz. I honestly don't... I don't remember. I don't recall. Is it 1? Nah, maybe we just can't get weapons from here. The red really sets it off. Hope Youngblood's doing okay. Conjunctivitis was the bane of our existence, too. Dude, thanks, man. Appreciate it very much. Appreciate all the love. Yeah, and I thought that this one looked rad. So it's a nice, sharp-looking red set. Yeah! Fuck yeah. Very glowy. But yeah, man, he had conjunctivitis a bunch when he was a baby, too, so... It's a pain in the butt, unfortunately. Yeah, weapons, I don't know. Weapons we probably just get through... I gotta stay on task. Sorry. Sorry, we're good. We're good. Are we, though? Are we? No, I'll do it later. We'll do it later. But yeah, conjunctivitis a bunch when he was a baby, too, so it sucks. And, I mean, we got lucky. Last week, they sent out a memo saying that, like, there was quite a few cases. I think there was, like, 2 or 3 cases of conjunctivitis going around. So I was like, all right, man. Oh, duh. Conjurers. So yeah, just gotta deal with it. You know, we gotta do 3 drops. Or we gotta do a drop 3 times a day for a week. I don't remember him ever needing to take friggin' medicine for that long for conjunctivitis. Holy cow. Actually, and also while I'm sidetracked, I'm gonna use the John, and we'll be back in un momento. Okie dokie. Old Torgal pup just chilling. He's like, what are we doing, Dad? What are we doing? The elder Seatsi awaits you within. Yes, I would like to go in, please, sir. Bro, not voiced? Kinda shocked. My friends, full eagerly have we awaited your return. Few indeed could have discharged the duty entrusted to you, and most humbly do we thank you for seeing it done. You are too kind, Elder Seedseer. As I recall, we as good as demanded the right to try. But tell me, how did the battle unfold? We succeeded in waking Omega, aye, but we lost contact with the weapon shortly after it launched. From our position in the control room, we were blind to all that followed. What words could do justice to such a scene? None of my choosing that much is certain, but I can give you the facts. The cocoon hatched even as Omega arrived, and from its midst rose a great dragon. The pair duly set about each other, duly set about each other in the skies over Gia Abanya. Sorry, my words. The primals might defied belief. It seemed the very heavens would be rent asunder by the force of its blows, and it wielded such magics as I have never seen. Bro, I can't English tonight. I'm sorry. And hope never to see again. The battle raged on with no end in sight, until both combatants were engulfed in a blinding flash of light. When the radiance faded, I saw the pair fall motionless from the sky, coming to rest somewhere in Alamegan soil. I will not speak for the rest, but to my eye it seemed that each had landed a fatal blow upon the other. While most among us think only of Bahamut when looking up into the primal's form, the Domans were heard to whisper the name Shinryu. Yeah. It would appear that the being resembles a creature of Far Eastern legend, and we have found it convenient to refer to it as such. The Shinryu's fate, and indeed that of Omega, is yet unknown. We have, alas, no eyes on Girabanya's side of the border. Aye, which is why we have sent our main force under the command of Marshal Tarapin to capture the wall. With the Imperials in disarray, we have the perfect opportunity to secure Gridania's border and assess the aftermath of the impact. I myself will join the Marshal and his men when the council is adjourned. Well, that explains a few things. I'll wager that flash of light coincided with our loss of contact. Lest you wonder, we quickly re-engaged Omega's stasis system, so even if it has fallen into the Empire's lap, it will be of no use to them, save perhaps as a statue. Correct. Without me to guide their efforts, it would take them decades to decipher Omega's core functions, if they managed at all. Such reassurances do much to calm our fears, yet the relic's fate is one but of several concerns. Indeed, I humbly submit that the time has come for us to make contact with the Resistance representatives in Girabanya. Though Ilberd has forced our hand, it would seem only logical to seek an alliance, given the inevitability of Imperial retaliation. And by working in concert, It is not possible that Alamigo might finally be wrested from Garlemald's grasp. Head nods all around. You must be exhausted. I would ordinarily suggest that we retire directly to the Rising Stones, but I wonder if we might first make a small detour. Yestola and the others have gathered at Amarise's spire, and I imagine that you too would be interested to see what has become of the wall now that the cocoon is gone. It is decided then. Lead on. Shine on, you shiny diamond. Where are we going? Bye, everybody. All right, Torgal, we'll take you for a spin. It's a pretty gnarly song, too. Like, this has got to be from 16's OST, Derp a Derp, right? That a boy.
My friends, I cannot well express how glad I am to see you both unharmed. They say that Omega's clash with the Primal shook the very firmament.
Constantly readjusting. Sorry, gotta do it.
You need not have worried. The battle took place far above the ground. We were able to observe in relative safety, though I'm given to understand that there were casualties on the far side of the wall.
It was like watching a nightmare unfold before our very eyes. Ilbird's primal manifested in the form of a colossal dragon, a being of pure violence. It burst forth from the cocoon with such terrible force.
That such a horror should spring from the eyes of Nidhogg comes as no surprise. Nor do I wonder at its form. Ilberd all but announced it in the moments prior to his death. Plainly, it was his dying wish to visit a second calamity upon the Empire.
And I am quite certain the abomination would have obliged had it not found itself outmatched by Omega. Gods! I am no stranger to the works of Alag, but even I was unprepared for the machine's furiosity. It beggared belief.
And how fares poor Ida in the midst of all this? Have you spoken with her?
She is up on the platform, lost in thought. We deemed it best not to disturb her, but mayhap she would welcome some company after all. Shall we? The light's gone. It was all we had left of him.
Ida.
I don't blame anyone. I knew what was going to happen. I knew the spell Papalimo meant to cast would drain away his life force. I knew that it would only buy us a little time. Ida, there is no need to explain.
what there is. I can't hide in Papalimo's little shadow anymore, and I shouldn't hide behind my sister's mask. 20 years ago, on the day the Empire marched into Alamigo, I was still just a child, not even 5 summers old. My father had been one of the leaders of the revolution. He had fought to overthrow the Mad King, Theodoric. And my sister had fought alongside him. But she was strong and kind, and always knew what to do. But when the Garleans came, everything changed. My father went to war against them too, and I never saw him again. After that, I remember a lot of running. My sister dragged me for malms and malms until we came to the city of Charlian. That was where she met Master Louis Soir. He introduced her to the Circle of Knowing, and she eventually became an Archon.
She was your inspiration. Is that not why you took up her mask and her name? Or did you simply mean to continue what she had started?
You've known all along, haven't you? That I wasn't Ida.
Of course. We all recognized you at once. 'Twas Papalimo who persuaded us to maintain the charade.
It was silly to think I could fool you. I knew that even then, but I sort of decided not to know. Ida died 6 years ago, on a mission to smuggle refugees out of Alamigo. They say she was overwhelmed by Imperial soldiers when she stayed behind to save a little girl. She was so strong. There must have been a lot of them. I'm sorry for lying to you. My real name is Lise. When Papalimo brought me Ida's mask, it was meant as a keepsake, but I decided I wanted to be his new partner, to keep alive all the good that she had done. I didn't want to become Ida, exactly. At the time, though, I still didn't know who I was myself, and it almost seemed easier to play the role. Papalimo agreed to help, of course, but it was never what he wanted for me. He wanted me to walk my own path, and those were his final words to me. The Archon's mark he gave me is faded, and my last excuse along with it. So this is it. Whatever I choose to do from now on, I do as Lise. And I choose to continue my family's fight. I want Alamigo to be the country that Ida and my father always wanted it to be.
War is upon us once more.
Do you regret standing against the Empire? Would you have chosen a different road, knowing what you know now?
To claim that I never doubted the decision would be a lie. But I made my choice, and I have defended it with blade in hand ever since.
The battle continues, and our steel is needed. Come, Shadow Walker, we leave for the east, for Doma.
Let's go. It was brave of Lys to remove her mask after so long. Though she has scarce begun to come to terms with Papalymo's loss, that one act made plain her determination to move forward. And should she ever falter, we shall be there to support her on this road she has resolved to walk. Let us return to the Rising Stones. We have quite a story to tell Tataru and my sister. Such a good song, though, man.
Children of the land, do you hear?
Still gets me kind of misty, man.
Truths that once rang clear. Two souls intertwined, one true love they did find, bringing land and heavens near. But flames that burn full bright soon fell dark. Memories dimmed by shadowed hearts. In the waxing gloom did wane the lover's moon, watching as their worlds drift apart. One soul's cry, a passion welling sacrifice, a bind plea to her kin. Yet this bond of hope by treachery was broke, scattering her words to the wind. Swelling over long seas of blood are a song, and death an afterthought to those who fight for naught.
So good, man. Heavensward is so fucking good, bro. It's so good. God damn. I'm telling you right now, if I ever had the opportunity to hear this song live, it would crush me, bro. That's how good Heavensward is to me.
Children of the land and service, must you turn to empty bliss? Tell me why break trust? Why turn the past to dust? Seeking solace in the abyss. Tell me why create a circle none can break? Why must you let go?
It's one of the things I'm most excited about for not only Shadowbringers, but Endwalkers, the music. I feel like music's always one of those things that I hold in such high regard, because I feel like shitty music can ruin, not necessarily ruin, like, I don't know how else to word it, but like I feel like lousy music could ruin an experience for me. Like, without question, it could ruin an experience for me. The story could slap, the characters could be amazing. You know, I don't know, like, if that music's not there to, like, carry it home, it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Like, that's what helps contribute to decimating my feels. You know what I mean? Like the music. The music as well. And especially when it's timed. Like when the timing and everything in the music, like the beats and everything, just like when it locks in place. Bro, that's just a feeling that I can't put it into words. A homie pulled up and he was just like, I'm starving, faceplant. He was like, bro, I'm home. And I don't like, is she a dancer? I know she dances, so it's probably a silly question. Like, what's her job class in Stormblood? Is she a dancer, or is she just still like a pugilist? Or a monk, rather, well, like whatever her class is. Still a monk? Okay. Dancer didn't exist until Shadowbringers. Okay, so she was just expressively dancing on the cliff tops. Right, because it's like a long, flowy red dress, if I'm remembering it correctly. See, in a matter of minutes, bingo bango. Yeah, I just remember like the expressive dance on the cliff tops. I also remember getting in and out of that city. It's not maybe it was Doma. No, it's not Doma. It was like it was like LA, right? It was like in the gully. It was like in the gully, and just getting out of there was like I had such a hard time, I remember. But then again, I get lost pretty easy as it is. So maybe that also had to help out with it. Also, this is the Monato's power, still for the record. Game Masters, that's us. Just soaking it in, man. All I want to do right now. Just want to soak it in before it's gone again. IDOS Montreal. That's a name I haven't seen in a hot minute. Uematsu, just wowzers. He's just incredible. I know he's stated that he'll never, there's a good chance he'll never score a full game again, but goddamn, his resume, man, is something else. Wowzers, excuse me. Woo! Felt like my eyes were just gonna pop out of my head on that one. Holy mackerel. Cornflakes, Co. Right on. The voice cast was just updated last year? Really? For what? What did they do? Like, what did they update? All right, so before we, because talking to Alice, this is gonna kick off officially Stormblood, right? Should I go back to the main menu and we'll watch the intro to Stormblood? There it is. I remember that correctly. Badass. I don't blame you, Crash. They're friggin' good, man. Maybe with like re-experiencing it Stormblood will hit me different, but from what I do recall, it was probably like the most lackluster of the expansions. But, you know, to its credit, trying to follow up Heavensward, to me, that's a tough one. That's a toughie. Heavensward, that's all I've gushed about getting back into 14 is how incredible I believe Heavensward is. Heavensward is some of the most peakest of peaks. The worst gem in a mile of jewels? Yeah, I like the way that you worded that, Phil. Definitely. I consider them like a wave. You have a high hit with Heavensward, then back, and then back down with Stormblood, then smack that is, yeah, Stormblood, sorry. And then smack that is Shadowbringers. Is this the Stormblood Warrior of Light? Is this Mr. Stormblood? Like we have Bradley Cooper for Dawn Trail? Gee whiz, mister. Excuse me. Yeah, dude. What a gorgeous area, too. That is the one thing I will say. As lackluster, not lackluster, as mid as I recall Stormblood to be, the area is gorgeous. I love the area. There it is. Yeah, I do wish it stayed on this. That art, yeah, it goes super hard, bro. Kugane. And actually, yeah, hold on. I'll take this other opportunity right quick to... I'm gonna hit the head, blow my nose, and see that my eyes aren't goopy. Hopefully, fingers crossed. BRB. All right. So 6 is where we found out about Domomosa. Stormblood is based off of 6. Oh, all right. Alrighty then. Sorry, I know that's an invalid target. It's my bad. He may have mentioned, but Alphino has apprised me of all that came to pass in Gridania. Your only task now is to rest. This is the calm before the storm. Lise has chosen her path, and as her friends, we must do what we can to support that choice. We are fated to join the conflict in any case. Once the Alliance has taken the wall and opened the way of Gir Abania, we will have little choice but to fight. Which is not to say the cause is unworthy. After all, ignoring the plight of those whom one might conceivably save is not wisdom but indolence, correct? I for one look forward to joining hands with the Alamegans and striking a blow against the tyranny of the Empire, as I rather suspect do you. Yeah, dude. Quick, march. The Imperials will soon come to their senses, and we must be ready to face their retribution. It is almost time, Father.
Aye, almost. Stand firm, Pippin.
I learned to brace myself against the charge of a bull of Alamigo. No foe will dislodge me.
Very well, Ilbrid. I will take our homeland back.
This should have been voiced, bro.
For the both of us.
Stormblood, aka the Ilberd keeps winning expansion. What a rascal. I remember at one time I had enough Square Enix points to get a statue of whatever this guy's name is, one of the guys. Not the dad, but the son. Can't remember his name currently. It escapes me. My Lord Viceroy, our scouts have confirmed the preliminary reports. Belsar's wall has fallen to the Eorzean Alliance. The hunt for Omega and the unknown icon continues, though both yet elude us. My lord, their battle caused considerable damage across the region. Should we perchance divert some of our forces from the search to undertake a necessary reconstruction work? Yeah, it's this guy. Long blonde hair dude. Forgive me, my lord. I did not intend. Your will be done. Your will be done. Unknown. My spies tell me the Domans call it Shinryu, and that it proved a match for Omega. Yes, the coming days promise to be most interesting. Most interesting. Creepy smile. At the far edge of fate, the road begins anew. The heroes look to eastern skies and behold their crimson hue. A dawn of liberation. A gathering storm of blood. Friends through eternity. Shit, man. We got more Dragoon. More Dragoon. Back in Kurthis too. Perfect.
The question is, how will the Empire respond to the disappearance of Omega and the Primal? Oh, I didn't see you there. Forgive me. Word from Baelsar's wall is proving long in the coming, and my mind cannot help but stray to grim places.
Alphino, a message from the Alliance.
It's about time. Pray summon the others at once.
Yes, sir.
General Uldin reports that his forces have secured the breach in Baelsar's wall.
And what of the Primal and Omega?
Oh. Hold up, my guy's up. All right, well, I guess that's our cue, because he's up, and we'll do Stormblood tomorrow, evidently. He's not, like, super upset or anything like that, but let's just find somebody to raid right quick. Not be rude, and we'll do, we'll do Binding Coil tomorrow. Like, we'll finish up Coil, and then we'll go full speed ahead into Stormblood. We'll go and see. Oh, good, dude. Baku's back on. But now he's Baku-san OG. All right, perfect. So, Baku-san OG. The artist formerly known as Baku-san JRPG made his triumphant Twitch return, thankfully. But yeah, hey, Youngblood conjunctivitis. So we're wrapping things up a little bit early. I just looked. The only reason why I knew it was him, other than Baku-san, was his profile picture. So, if you guys don't know Baku, please, great dude, great on the eyes, weeb extraordinaire. I love you guys. We'll pick it back up here tomorrow night. I love you. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay excellent. Bye, guys.